Yeah, Lyle's got a whack to the cheekbone, and all other blokes we expect to be okay. So we'll just have to wait and see what the extent of the damage is to Lyle. But he's gone to hospital to get that checked out, and if it's a facial fracture, he'll obviously miss some weeks. If it's not, then he'll be right to play next week. So we'll get that established over the course of the next couple of hours, I suppose.
What did Franklin do there in the last quarter?
Oh, they've just got rolled their ankles. Both he and Bateman have just got slight ankles, but they should be okay. They'll just ice them up and strap them up and get themselves out there again pretty soon.
How did you rate Collingwood's pressure in the first half compared to the other games encountered so far?
Oh, listen, they've lost twice in the last 30-odd games because they're the best pressure side in the competition, and I didn't expect anything different from them today. It's just whether or not we could create enough scoring pressure on them. You know, we had 4 shots on goal early in the game, and we didn't put any scoreboard pressure. You got to force Collingwood to change the way that they want to play, and we were unable to do that. So we paid the price, and that had the game played on Collingwood's terms. They're an outstanding side because they can just play consistently from one quarter to the next, the way that they want to play, and until sides can actually force them to change some of the things that they like to do, then it's going to make it difficult for them to get beaten. I get the impression that they're going to be very tough to beat come September. But we've got a fair few home and away rounds now to lick our wounds a bit and get ourselves ready for another crack at it, hopefully later in the year. But all these games are worth 4 points. This game today is not worth any more than what next week's game is or what last week. They're just 4 points, so we need to get back on our bike pretty quickly and get ready for Brisbane next week.
Do you think the style of game you took to works against Collingwood, or does it? Or we're not able to really see it because of your personnel issues and the way they're going to win?
Yeah, that's a good question. They really showed us the way early in the game. They were tougher and harder, and and played a great brand of footy. Only time will tell. We think we've put together a group of lads who can play a good level of football for us. But as I said earlier on, we didn't take our chances early to actually force them to change or even be worrying about the way we want to play. So they continue to get away with things. Their side, because they so predictable to one another. Some of their midfielders and wingers run harder forward of the play than any side in the competition. You'll quite often find Swan just waiting in the goal square, and it's just like, oh, this is a surprise. What's he doing there? He's surged hard, but because they win so much contested ball and turn the ball over in the middle of the ground, they can afford to have a runner that just gets forward. And because we were unable to actually push some scoreboard pressure onto them, they're able to continue to just do that all day, and they just get they're the luckiest side in the competition, but it's organised luck because they know exactly what they're doing, and they're a very, very good football side. And there's going to be a fair few sides that are going to struggle to beat them before the end of the year.
Do you still have a gut feel that with the Rock personnel available to you, that your game will be able to take it from you?
It's hard to say. I don't want to put it down to injuries. It's a great experience for our young blokes. 83,000 people against the premier side in the competition. They've lost twice in the last 18 months. And so irrespective of the result for us, it's an enormous experience for these young lads. How much are they going to improve? How much is Rioli and Saul and these guys going to help us when they come back into the side? Our whole way that we assess it is that you lose blokes, you get other guys that come in and fulfil their role. We're unable to execute the things that we wanted to do today, irrespective of personnel and who's missing and who's not. And we've won plenty of games of footy in the last 6 or 8 weeks where sides would say, oh gee, they're missing this bloke and they're missing that bloke and they've got no forward line and they've got no tall defenders, and we still managed to win games because our system has allowed us to get there. Our system fell down today against a very, very good football side, but our endeavour was good. We still had a crack, but when the heat was on, Collingwood was just far superior to us.
that period between that where you decide to your abstraction sort of game to pull forwards up and to play front on the ball, was that a recognition then that the system wasn't working at the time?
I think the scoreboard quite clearly tells you that your system's not working in the first half, so you've got to change some things. Buddy went on ball for a little bit in the second half and created a little bit of energy for us around the ball and got it forward a little bit better, and we created some chances when he did that. But yeah, I don't think that's a long-term thing for us that Franklin's going to go on ball, but it was good for him and good for our side to change it up and just change the course of the game a little bit. But yeah, those type of things are just well, we might as well try a few things. We're probably going to get beat today, but let's try a few things and see if we can use those things in the future if they happen to come off for you. So that was albeit a very small positive, but those sorts of things help you as you try to work out your side going forward.
Fall back a little bit into that bombing the ball inside 50 today that you've managed to eradicate a little bit in the last few weeks.
Yeah, I think Reid had 31 touches. He had a field day. So our use of the ball going across the forward 50 was very poor today, and that's been a real strength of ours, and that's credit to the way that Collingwood set up their defensive structures, and we're just unable to retain possession of the ball as well as we have in the past few weeks. They're a good pressure side, but as I said, we couldn't force them to change the way that they go about it because we just couldn't put enough scoreboard pressure on, and if you can do that, then maybe they change some of the things that they do, but we're unable to do that early on. Good stuff, thank you.